No, a friend of Mike Combs actually sent this, and
Nice.
he sent a whole big box full of stuff. At one, because he knows we do a beer podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
And two, he knows that Mike likes beer too. So,
Well, yeah.
and I snagged this one instantly.
You're like, Mike, what's that over there?
Yeah,
Yoink.
yoink. I actually think I did that exact thing.
Nice.
That's funny.
Inspired by the adventures of our nurses, therapists, and techs, A Beer with Atlas is the only healthcare traveling, craft beer drinking podcast. Each week, we'll open a few beers, talk about the brewery and the style of beer, and then dive into some research curated specifically for each episode. In the end, we hope each one sounds like a conversation you'd have with your friends while enjoying a few cold ones.
Welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas. I'm Rich,
I'm Brian.
I'm Dolan.
and I told you it was coming.
You've been wanting this one.
I don't know why. Well, okay, I do know why.
Yeah, you like it.
Because it's summer and it's
Yep.
refreshing. And we got a special one from some friends out in the Carolinas. The Twisted Tea episode is here. The hard tea.
Yeah, hard
episode.
tea.
Hard teas.
Hard R.
Yeah.
There's going to be some hard R today.
So we're going to start with the standard, right? With the Twisted Tea.
I guess that's the standard. Depends on where you're from.
I guess.
It's probably the one that's everywhere.
Well, it's distributed. It's owned and distributed by Boston Beer Company.
There
so
you go.
it's probably everywhere.
Okay.
Twisted tea. You know they make twisted tea shots now?
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
Iced tea shots with booze in them?
No, I mean like they're alcohol. Like it's
Oh.
a twisted tea whiskey, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, or like some blend.
twist. But okay.
Vodka or...
All
They do
right.
make
No idea.
all sorts of flavored things,
Dude,
I
it
guess.
tastes like a very potent twisted tea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so we have a whole 12 pack sitting in front of us here, and it's a mix pack. Mm-hmm. So I think we can decide. There's different flavors in the
Yeah.
mix pack.
Yeah.
There's the original,
Right?
the half and half,
Yeah.
peach, and rocket pop.
Yep.
So I think we could each decide which one we want to try, or try multiples. I guess we can.
You know what I say we do?
Okay.
We've got multiples, right? What is there? 3 of
There's
each?
3 of each.
Why don't
There's
we just
3 of
open
us.
one of each?
Oh, I thought you meant
See what I'm,
there's
see
3
what
of
I'm
us.
saying?
and-
Well, I mean, you can all... I'm not drinking all those, but...
Wow.
Well, why don't we just open one of each flavor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
and
see.
then try each one.
So let's start with the original.
Original.
Because we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the
4.
table.
There you go.
And then bonus, the one that brought it all together for me was came from some friends in the Carolinas, Bojangles. If you live on the East Coast, you've probably eaten Bojangles chicken. Probably. They did a hard sweet tea,
Yes.
steeped like we mean it. It says it right on there. And we'll get into that one here at the end. So.
Golly.
I'm spilling tea everywhere, man.
The secrets are coming out.
Oh, spilling tea.
Uh-huh.
All right, so this is the first one. This is the original.
That is just like a sweet bomb.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Look
Super
at Dolan.
good.
Holy
You just
smokes.
did a shot.
Wow, it is very sweet, though.
It is.
The sugar content on that has got to
Oh,
be.
Lord. I'm going to look like
Does it
Wilford Brimley at
say-
the end of this episode.
Or is it on the box?
Maybe it says on the box.
Probably. This is my uncle's favorite drink.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
But he also is a Long Island drinker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those are good.
those are too good sometimes.
Yep.
That's true.
Dangerous.
Yeah. So Twisted Tea, the original hard iced tea, started in 2001 in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's owned by the Boston Beer Company, the makers of Sam Adams. You know, right? You don't look like you enjoy this one very much.
It's real sweet to
It
me.
is.
That's like when my wife drinks a sour beer, and she's like, "Oh, this is a fruited sour."
Sure.
She'll be like, "This is so sweet," and I'm like, "It's 4%. It's not sweet." She thinks everything is, and then I drink this, and I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be. Originally released by the Boston Beer Company as Bodine's Twisted Tea.
I think I remember
You
that.
remember this? I remember when it came out. This
There was a
in-
band called the Bodines.
You know, that's why they had to change the name.
Is that why?
Yeah, and they introduced Bodine's Twisted Tea in 2000, but for an indie rock band from Milwaukee called the Bodines.
Yeah.
They sued them. And
Hell yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I mean, why?
Wow.
Wasn't there any R&D done at all? Wasn't there like one guy that worked there? Was like, there was a band. I'm pretty sure. Why are we
indie band though? And they're like, nah, they're not gonna. They call it public figure Twisted Tea, right? I mean,
then we got to fight on our hands.
Then you're gonna throw
LTD.
fish.
Honestly, I'd be flattered.
You're like, give us all the Twisted
We
Tea.
would do all the campaigning and hopefully be sponsored.
Yes, they would say no. I'm sorry. No,
Oh, man.
we just want to steal your name.
Never mind.
So I thought this was interesting. Based on a heat map tweeted out by Twisted Tea.
Okay.
The Philadelphia Inquirer reported that Philadelphia citizens drink more Twisted Tea than those in any other city in the U.S.
What? I thought it would
Philadelphia.
be south,
I don't know.
where you get the sweetest of sweet teas. Why not put a little alcohol in it?
Yeah.
They affectionately refer to it as Twee. T-W-E-A.
Twee.
Twisted Tea. Okay, I see. I get it.
Twee
cool.
Light, which I guess we don't have the light version.
Twee Light.
Yeah, Twee Light.
Like in a lighter ABV?
I guess 4% alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
109 calories per 12 ounces. That's on the light. So I don't. Do they have to list it on here?
It says 5% on the can, but I don't know about the calories.
But what's the calorie count? And
I don't know. I feel like we got to check the box here. I'm going to grab the box.
Go grab the
Okay.
box. A 12 ounce of Twisted Tea has 30 milligrams of caffeine, as much as a cup of coffee.
Damn.
So-
we're going to be jacked.
Right?
I already had coffee
That was
this
kind
morning.
of interesting.
Uh-oh.
And I thought, because of the whole, who was that? What was that? Four Locos. Because of the
yeah.
Four Locos thing, you couldn't mix caffeine and alcohol together in a drink. I guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe
You must be able to now.
inherently because tea is caffeinated, then
Yeah.
you can. I don't know.
I mean, they still make Four Locos.
They had to go change the recipe though.
Yeah.
So
Those- man, I had a bad night with those Four Locos.
Really?
Oh, Lord.
I don't see any of it on the box anywhere.
That means there's 0 calories.
we could drink the whole box.
calories.
Yep.
Yeah.
Asterisk. Beep. All
Yep.
right, so that was what? The original?
that was the original. Oh, you're ready to move on already? Okay.
Well, I
here we
mean,
go.
Dolan
We got-
did shots.
We got
so
4
try
of them to
keep
go.
up to
So.
it.
Okay, so next one, probably
I
because they
can't-
don't want to pay the golfer any money. This
Right.
one's just called half and half.
And if you're in the know, you know what that means,
Exactly.
right? So the
Yeah.
color is a little bit lighter than the last one.
Yep. This looks like almost like an amber ale, maybe
Close.
a little bit.
Or an apple juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the tea smell. I mean, I guess maybe I'm just
Because lemon.
maybe.
What the
Look
hell?
at you spilling now.
I did the same thing on the last one.
Hole in the can.
I don't know what it is, but it just went everywhere over here too. So
Man, you thought the first one was sweet.
Oh, Lord.
This is closer though to when you get the old Arnold Palmer there in the restaurant, and you get just the lemonade on top. This is kind of how it tastes.
ooh, not a fan. I don't really like Arnold Palmer
See,
stuff.
I like that one better,
Do
for
ya?
sure.
Okay.
The sweet is cut to me. It tastes less artificial sweet, if
Okay.
that makes any sense.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, the lemon is, it gives it more sour. I don't know.
Interesting. That's all I got on Twisted Tea.
All
I mean,
right.
we can still keep drinking them, but
Well, we're going to keep drinking them,
Yeah.
but you know what we're going to do? In the meantime, we're going to do a little Bojangles. Because, unlike, I don't know, some places maybe, these guys teamed up with an actual brewery to make theirs.
Yes, they did.
So I have a lot of information on those guys.
I mean, like Boston Beer Company just took the name. These guys at Bojangles actually
It was
teamed
like
up.
a collab.
Collabed.
Yeah. And they'd done it once before.
Really?
Yes. And we talked about it maybe back in the day.
Really?
They had a beer that was like their biscuit. Remember they're
What?
famous for their biscuits?
Yeah.
And they made a beer that was supposed to taste like their biscuits or something. Biscuits and
I do
jam or
remember this.
honey or
Yep.
something. Same
Wow.
same concept, same guys.
Yep.
This one was with their tea. So I've got some information on the place. It's called the Appalachian Mountain Brewery.
Okay.
Or the
Appalachian.
brewing. There you go, Appalachian.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Appalachian.
That's how it
Yeah.
is.
I want to go to this place. Just
I want to
from
go
what I
to the
saw here.
Appalachians.
It's in Boone. Boone, North
County?
Carolina.
Boone.
Yeah, like Daniel Boone.
Like Daniel.
You know, there's a lot of Boones around. That's a big county.
I feel like
on
we
their
covered
background
Daniel
checks.
Boone
We did.
on an
we have.
episode. Yeah.
Their website. I wrote bunk.
Bunk. B-U-N-K?
Yeah,
Like it's bunk.
because it didn't really work.
Uh-oh.
All it was, like for this right here,
Yeah.
for that can,
Yes.
it has its own website.
Yeah.
And it was just like a search radius feature, and that was it.
Okay, so you actually got past the date verification because I did the same thing.
Yeah?
And it says I'm too young. I put
mean,
in
you
my
look too
birthday
young,
in 1974, and I put my birthday in,
Yeah.
and it said, "Sorry, you have to be over 21." I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I got through.
sure.
I got through that firewall.
Okay.
And but all it was for that can, the Bojangles can.
Yeah.
It just had like a, where can I get this?
Oh.
That was it.
Okay.
Huh.
So then I did a little digging, and I found the actual website for the brewery, and then that's where I got most of this information.
Okay.
So they are, like a lot of the places we like to talk about, big into charity, nature,
Sure.
all that stuff. North Carolina is a beautiful place. Lots of, you got the ocean, you got the mountains, you got everything in between, some forest, and it's just gorgeous out there. So one of the things that they give money to, so they give money for each case sold, goes to this thing called Bee Downtown,
Okay.
where this is cool, and you'll probably like it. They install beehives on corporate campuses
Yes.
in the southeastern United States. So they're like, we need, we have all
Yes.
this green space. Let's do something with it. So they
Yeah.
install beehives.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
I've never heard of that before.
Understanding what bees do for us, for the planet, it just once you dive down that rabbit hole, you'll never ever come back.
Yeah.
And you'll never kill a bee ever again. Ever.
Yes. They have, I guess, either a brewery and or tap room in Boone and in Mills River, North Carolina.
Okay.
One of the other things they give money to is the Hunger and Health Coalition. And then this other one is called the Longleaf Alliance. And I was like, what's that all about? Here it is. Ensuing a sustainable future for longleaf pine ecosystems. So it's a type of pine tree,
Okay.
8 to 17-inch long needles. They're grouped in threes, and they're arranged in tufts at the end of the branch. So it's, think of it,
Those are long needles.
that's why it's called the longleaf pine.
Wow.
But it's almost like the end. It's almost like, when you were a kid and had the bike streamer hanging off the handlebar?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that in a tree form.
No
It's like
way.
not much on the side, but then at the end, it's just like needles.
Huh.
So they kind of stick out. This is the only place, I think, in the United States that has this ecosystem, this tree. It brings all these other animals into it, and other plants survive because of the tree.
Interesting.
So when the tree is gone or cut down or deforested, then all these other things happen. There's a big chain reaction. So they're trying to stop that from happening, right? Here's some of the things more about the tree. They will stay on the tree for 2 growing seasons.
Okay.
So you get like 2 good years and then they fall off, right? The trees are slow to decay when they fall to the ground, but they're easy to ignite in a fire.
Oh.
Which actually is helpful when they're clearing out, whatever, the dead stuff from the forest. And,
Yep.
Before people were here,
Yep.
that's how things happened, and it was great. People are scared of fires right now, and forest fires are bad.
Right.
But back in the, 500 years ago, it was important way to keep, things growing.
Absolutely.
And controlled fires are still used to this day for that sort of reason. Native Americans use these to make baskets. Now in the southeast, you'll see this as mulch, like in a garden.
Oh.
People will gather these up and throw them out. They last a long time. They smell pretty good. They're around a lot, so you can get them pretty easy if you want to. What else did I write down? Oh, the tree. When they're young, they have these, it almost looks like fish scales on the tree, and they're real papery. So almost think of like a birch tree. You know how that kind of
Right.
rolls up, the bark kind
Yes.
of looks like paper? It's very similar to that. And then as they get older, the wood turns like a darker orangish red-brown sort of color. So
Interesting.
more to like a normal pine tree that you'd probably see in Colorado or something like that. Here's some of the birds that lived in these trees. And I talked earlier about hard R on this episode. I'm going to say the names of these birds. No snickering. Okay.
I can't promise anything.
White-breasted nuthatch. The brown creeper.
Oh, yeah, we're not supposed to.
And the cockaded woodpecker. Cockaded woodpecker. Okay, guys? Keep it straight. Extensive root systems. So for this tree, the root systems will go 35 to 75 feet out from the tree.
Wow.
That's a long way. You're still thinking about cockaded, aren't you?
Does the cockaded like hang out with the nuthatch?
In the tree.
Okay,
They're all together.
all right.
With the brown creeper.
I'm 12 years old.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, man.
They're high in carbs.
The birds?
You would eat them?
Not the birds, guys.
Oh.
Oh no, I meant
The needles.
You,
Oh.
do you eat them?
You can boil
Animals
them.
eat them.
Animals eat them.
Oh.
Like
People probably
pigs.
could. I
Well,
bet.
I know people take like pine needles of all sorts and they boil them down and
Make tea and stuff
make
like that.
teas
Mhm.
and
Hey,
it's
like
supposed to help with
this.
your immune system and
Yeah, there's a lot of like antioxidants in pine needles, and you definitely could make some elixirs and home remedies for sure.
We've
Yeah.
had beers with spruce tips.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
so,
true.
Right?
Yeah, you would probably get some bittering out of it too. I would
I bet. Yeah.
So yeah, all these needles fall to the ground, right? There's all this stuff. Pigs will come through. If there's a fire, the root system will almost make like a tunnel under the ground if it burns out because it's 75 feet underground, right?
Wow.
And then animals will use those tunnels.
Of course they would.
So,
Yeah.
because you're looking for the easiest way to survive, right?
Yeah.
They will live, the trees themselves will live up to maybe 150 years.
Wow.
wow.
So you're getting what, I guess 75 different needle variations off a tree,
Wow.
which is why there's so many.
Yeah.
These are the states that they're in. And this is also kind of the states where Bojangles is in. They're very similar, right?
Ah,
so
okay.
Virginia, the Carolinas, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, East Texas, and Maryland. This is where in the United States this ecosystem is.
Interesting.
So you
Does
have that.
Maryland touch Virginia?
Oh my gosh.
Or is just Maryland just floating out there with these trees
Man.
separate from the rest
I'm
of that
trying to
whole
imagine.
region?
I think it does.
I would say.
I'm trying to look at the map in my brain.
I would say yes. That actually came up as a trivia question we were playing trivia in Boston a few weeks ago, and that came up as a trivia question like name does all of the states here touch this state right here? True or false? Are we missing a state?
It does. It touches both Virginias.
West and normal Virginia.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were wrong, by the way. It like touched part of Ohio, just like on the little tip, and it was stupid. Anyway,
Oh, that might be West Virginia.
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Okay, let's see here.
Did you try the peach one yet? I popped the
just
peach
poured it.
one open.
This one looks
So the
darker
peach one,
than the other one.
Here's the thing: I have, and we've talked about peaches recently, right? There was a
We
episode not too long ago.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
See, you're thinking of the song, right?
of course he is.
Peaches, peaches.
That was a good Jack.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
We were talking about peaches.
Yeah.
And normally, I've been staying away from
Yeah,
them. I'm
they're
kinda-
not good on your guts.
Exactly.
I just
interesting.
listened to that episode today.
This is not that offensive.
Oh, okay.
It's not too peachy. How's that? I'll tell you, the white peach, that will rar my belly. It will rar my belly.
All right, this one's my favorite.
Yep. My favorite by far.
Like it actually
Really?
tastes like tea,
yeah.
and it isn't so sweet.
Nope.
The fruit overtakes the initial regular twisted tea one.
See, we talked about this, my wife and I, whether or not we like fruited teas or
God, I wish I didn't have kids. I could have conversations like that with my wife. Do we like fruited teas or not? Do we?
do we?
All right. What was the consensus?
She doesn't like fruited teas that much, but I only like fruited teas. I like the blueberry teas. I like the
raspberry
peach teas.
probably.
I did it one
Not
time.
a huge fan of raspberry teas.
Oh, you can get out.
He loves
I
raspberry.
love raspberry.
I know
you
he
know
does.
that.
I know. When we got one last week, We had a raspberry beer.
Right?
That's right.
And look, we could do a whole bunch. I think
we could do a whole year of raspberry.
We probably
Rich would be like,
could.
that's okay.
Kyle has another raspberry beer for us.
Oh,
The
no.
Bearded
Hell
Wonder
yeah.
has a
Look,
raspberry beer.
I don't mind raspberry flavor, like raspberry like adjuncts.
Okay.
But I'm not a fan of raspberries.
Like eating them.
yeah, just not. I like the black raspberries, and I like blackberries and mulberries, but I'm not a fan of raspberries.
I would eat them until my stomach cramped.
Ooh.
And then I would eat right through
See,
it.
I'd do the same with peaches, though.
Oh, boy.
You guys are a good pair. All right. So, how am I going to say this? Appalachian?
Appalachian.
The Appalachian. What do they got on tap? I don't know if it's Bojangles, but they got some other stuff that we might be into.
Okay.
Longleaf IPA. Does that sound familiar?
Oh, boy.
The Longleaf.
Longleaf IPA.
Each pint, $1 goes to that alliance we talked about.
$1.
Yeah.
That's
That's a lot.
that's pretty good.
It's like 20%.
What does
fair.
a pint cost then? Like $9?
6 or
No,
$7
$6 or
probably.
$7 probably, yeah. $7, I bet.
7?
Still, God, that's
That's a lot.
awesome. Holy smokes.
Boone Creek Blonde.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They got 4 different imperial stouts. They had
Nice.
a pale ale, they had a goza, they had a bunch of Belgians. They had ciders, they had slushies.
Yes.
Like beer slushies?
Like Cross Train has now.
Do you know
Yeah.
how easy those are to make, though?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they're just
Wow.
so easy.
Got to get that ice cream machine.
Sam is a fan.
Do you know how that came
A
about?
straight fan.
So Scott's dad loves to go to estate sales and whatever else. So Michelle, Scott's wife, told me this.
Yeah.
Scott's dad likes to go to estate sales and stuff like that and just buy random shit.
Yeah.
He bought this slushy machine. He brought it in. He's like, Scott, you guys can make slushies. And Scott was like, what? And then a couple other people looked at him and were like, yeah, we could.
yeah.
And now they sell like crazy.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of them there. It's pretty good.
Every time we go in there, Sam gets one.
Yep. Okay. This is the Rocket Pop flavor.
Okay.
Rocket Pop Twisted Tea.
I'm going to tell you what this tastes like right now.
All right.
This tastes like getting absolutely wasted at a pool on a Saturday.
Okay.
That's
Well, I like
exactly
that.
what this tastes like.
It probably doesn't taste like this. Hop Raindrop. That's their IPA
No.
at this place.
Right.
Oh.
It's a low and hazy, so it's a 4.1 session
Ooh.
hazy IPA. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Fog Juice, Imperial Hazy, 8%. Then they had a Hilly Haze. Dolan, are you all right?
That's good.
Does it taste like sunburn?
It tastes like childhood.
Oh,
Whoa.
you had a 5% childhood?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you did.
Come here. Let me give you some whiskey, kid.
Yeah,
Try
pour
this.
that on there.
Coors Banquet.
No, I just mean the Rocket Pops,
No, it
man.
does. It tastes like a Rocket Pop.
I ate so many Rocket Pops.
Yeah.
We would buy them from Schwann's,
Yeah.
and I would
Oh,
just
yeah.
go through the box.
You see the Schwann's man coming, man.
Oh,
You knew you were going to
excited.
get good stuff.
Rocket Pops, the blue raspberry juice in the little thing,
Yes.
and then watermelon ice cream. I was with the candy seeds. I
Oh,
get
yeah.
that all the time.
Really?
They
I've never
make
had
bomb
that.
pops with that right now. It's still Dolan, by the way.
With the
Ooh.
seeds in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
And
yeah.
then,
They're not real
um,
seeds, obviously.
It's like
but-
sweet tart,
Nice.
like a chewy sweet tart. That's kind of what they're like
Yes.
in there.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah. And then buffalo wings. That was my order.
Buffalo wings.
nice.
Yeah.
Last one on the tap list I wrote, and I don't know why it's called this. Lucy Hicks Anderson. It's a West Coast IPA. They had something called birch beer.
Birch beer.
So I assume it's like root beer,
Okay.
but with birch roots maybe.
Oh.
They have their own canned mocktails.
I saw that
Nice.
too. Yeah.
And then some of the merchandise they have for sale. I wrote down 3 things that I thought were pretty great. And then one thing that it was the all-time best thing I've ever seen on a site.
All time
Yes.
in over 250 episodes.
Yes.
This is your all time best.
Yes.
I can't wait for this.
Okay, so they had some really cool fleece blankets, like for a picnic, like rolled up and had a snap and everything, so you
Nice.
keep your
Yeah.
stuff organized.
Yep.
Some really big woven blankets with some of their like artwork on them, which
Okay.
were cool. Leather koozies, which I thought were pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't see those
Interesting.
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
A foam dome. You know what a foam dome is?
No.
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 This is the number one thing.
Okay.
You ever seen a hard hat with 2 things on the side to hold cups?
Yes.
And then they got a tube.
And they got a tube to come.
They
Get
fucking
out of
make
here. No
foam
way.
domes.
Yes, they.
No.
They make them.
What?
And I was like, you could
Dude, that's cool.
You'd get so hammered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Foam doming craft beers. It's a bad
Oh
idea.
my gosh. the 4.1s. Just put one on each
But
side.
I wonder how many
those
people-
hazy, session ones. You could do that.
I wonder how many people actually wear them in the brewery.
I
Could you
would.
imagine walking into a brewery
With
and
your
everybody's
foam
got
dome?
a foam dome
And
on?
they're all just like,
yeah.
with the little
And you just
straw
lean
in their
over to
mouth.
get a refill.
Yeah.
And they just pour it right in your helmet. You got to drink fast though, because there's no way to keep it cold. You know what I mean?
No.
So a friend of the show,
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Rivers and I,
Yep.
we decided back in the day, it was right about 2000, right around 2000.
I can't wait for where this is
We
going.
made our own foam domes, right? Out at the shop, welded some shit together to cup holders on the side. Well, these are great. Try the test run.
Oh, no.
We didn't smooth down the bolt.
Oh, no.
Very good,
Uh-oh.
and it exploded the can. So we only had one good foam dome. We had to share it. But it was great for football Saturday keg parties. We had our own homemade foam domes.
Dude.
But now you don't have to do that.
You'd be king of the world if you had that. You show up to a pool party with one of those.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah. And they also had Boone Bigfoot t-shirt. So it was like Boone County or their
Right.
tap room.
Yep.
And it had Bigfoot just chilling. And I was like,
Nice.
I like that too.
You believe in the Bigfoot?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I hope so.
Dolan? He's just laughing. I have a feeling we've talked about this before.
No,
Yeah.
I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Interesting.
Get out.
Two
Twice.
against one.
There's some pretty funny stuff on
Oh, yeah.
the internet.
I
about
heard
Bigfoot.
one.
Yeah.
I heard one time.
You heard it.
I heard it.
We might hear another one after all these
you
teas.
heard the Bigfoot.
I did. I did. Yeah. Not yell, but communicate.
What did it sound like?
It was.
Was it tree knocking?
Do you know? Okay. Do we really want to get into the story?
let's do it.
I kind of want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got time.
call it-
Wait, hold on one second.
Okay. We didn't get into Bojangles yet.
No.
Bojangles?
Wait.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we got a bonus tea.
Bonus tea. And it's in the same flavor variety, but we
What?
don't have this one. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Twisted tea.
Big boy.
How many different flavors do they make?
Apparently a lot.
All right, well, let's try this one.
So we might have to wet your whistle for this tail.
Let me tell you the.
Let me curl up by the campfire here.
Okay.
Settle in, because it's a doozy. Okay, so we're in Rocky Mountain National Park.
Okay.
Oh, that place
And there
is
are
gorgeous.
there are people that have said that they have seen, heard, whatever, Bigfoot's up in there, because you can only get to certain areas of the park.
Yeah.
Really. Then there's a lot of areas that you just can't get to, and they have it protected for reasons, right? So we're out. It's a clear-ish night, maybe a little overcast, and we're walking this trail. We call it the Spooky Trail now because it
Okay.
had that kind of like uneasy feeling to it.
Sure.
It was very quiet. There was no birds, nothing. And it wasn't like it was going to storm and there wasn't birds or animals. It was just eerily quiet. No rabbits, no squirrels, no ground squirrels, no marmots, no that you would normally
marmots.
see.
Yeah, you'd see those.
in the park. The little whistle pigs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those things are awesome, by the way, because they're everywhere in the park.
Yeah.
and they will come right up to you and like try to eat out of your hand
Yeah.
and shit like that. You're not supposed to feed them.
Bite your shoestring.
Yeah, don't feed them. Anyway, so we're walking the Spooky Trail, and I'm feeling uneasy, man. I'm thinking, wow, it's weird. There's no sound. There's no birds. There's no nothing.
Why were you walking at night, first of all?
It wasn't really at night. It was almost like it was like right
Dusk?
before dusk.
Okay.
We were trying to get one last hike in before we went and ate.
Okay.
Okay. And so we walk in this trail. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear one knock, like a wood on wood knock. So it goes. We're just walking and it goes like that.
Okay.
Completely out of character, out of nowhere. You would not have. It's not like a limb fell out of a tree and fell on the ground.
Everybody
because
else heard it too.
Everybody else heard it too.
Okay.
My wife's like, no, that was just like a limb falling out of a tree. I'm like, no, it didn't make multiple sounds. Because if a branch falls, it goes.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not just going to land and
It
drop.
would make sound in the brush or whatever.
right.
This was a wood on wood knock. And then all of a sudden, like you get that little hair on the back of your neck
Oh.
kind of weirdness. I
Yeah.
could not get out of there fast enough. It was the most unnatural thing I'd ever heard in nature ever
Wow.
before.
You're like, nope.
Nope. That's exactly right.
Time to go.
It
Time to go
was
eat dinner.
To the point where, okay, so you finish the trail and then you walk back. It's just like a down and back kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to try to figure out if we could stop at the end and go and circle around back to the car. I didn't want to walk back through there again. We ended up walking back through there, and we hightailed it back through. That was, yeah.
Did your power walk, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
as you were telling that story,
Yep.
I wondered if there was Bigfoot sightings in Appalachia.
Yeah.
Bringing it back over to where Bojangles is
Yeah.
at.
They probably call him Sasquatch.
And I found an article
skunk ape.
called "The 10 Mountain Monsters Found Lurking in Appalachia."
Whoa.
Dude.
So,
Has to be legit.
number 1, Wampus Beast.
Wampus.
Wampus Beast. It's a large black feline creature that lives in the woods and has been spotted in West Virginia. Wampus Beasts are 4 times the size of male mountain lions.
That's a big cat, y'all.
Yeah.
Big cat.
Because mountain lions get to like 80 pounds.
And then number 2, Wolfman. Stands taller than 7 feet in height, believed to weigh 500 pounds.
Whoa.
Similar to a bear or gorilla. Fur similar to a bear or gorilla.
Okay.
Been seen since the 70s.
Wow.
And then here we go, Bigfoot.
Yep.
The Appalachian Mountains are believed to be a haven for Bigfoot. The elusive creature has been spotted through Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia. Eyewitness accounts describe the creature as having different colored fur, though one of the most striking species of Bigfoot is a nocturnal creature with black fur and glowing green eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Some others is Smoke Wolf,
Okay, I like
Okay.
that.
Mothman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point Pleasant. West Virginia.
Remember that show? Remember that?
Grafton Monster. Grafton. It's supposed to weigh between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds.
Wow.
It's headless and believed to eat livestock. I don't know how you eat livestock
How
without
do
a
you
head.
eat without a head?
I don't know.
It's
That's
a
weird.
bipedal creature with short fur, seen since the 50s. I don't know.
Yes.
That's interesting. I'll have to look that
I
one
think
up.
they must have had their own like moonshine tea.
Exactly. Yeah.
A raven mocker is a certain type of Bigfoot out
Raven
in
mocker.
the Appalachian. 7 feet tall, black fur, solid white eyes.
Weird.
It's supposed to have an appearance of an old man or woman.
Solid white eyes. No.
No pupils.
Seems to
Uh-oh.
eat
Oh, shoot.
from human hearts
Whoa.
No way. I'm not doing that trail.
without ever leaving a mark.
So it just sucks your heart out of your body?
I
Like
guess.
Kali Ma. Like that style.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. Indiana Jones.
Some others, silver giant. It's a giant.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All
So there's
right.
giants.
Yeah, 9 to 11 feet tall.
All right.
Cherokee death cat. It's an expert climber and jumper, so you'd never see it.
Death Cat.
Yeah.
That
Be a
sounds
good,
cool.
It's
And
a good
then-
band name
Yeah,
right
it
there.
is.
That is a good band name.
Cherokee Death Cat.
And then the number 10, Grims, a red-eyed beast that guard the Appalachian cemeteries. Legend has it that settlers throughout the region believe that burying the family dog alive in the cemetery
Oh, God.
would mean the dog's spirit would morph into a grim, a black dog with red eyes, and the dog would then protect the graveyard.
You bury a dog alive?
I
Yeah.
guess.
That was back when they weren't members of the family. They were just a tool.
I guess.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, broken leg. I'm just going to make
Yep.
you into a hellhound.
Sorry. How do we feel about this pineapple?
Now,
My favorite.
what?
Yep.
I
know what?
My least favorite.
For me, it's weird because I know it's pineapple, but it tastes like coconut.
Does it?
Is that,
it does.
Is
it
that
does
possible?
No, yeah.
Like
I
to
don't-
me, it
I
tastes
don't
like
know.
coconut.
I don't really get the coconut.
It has the tropical. You're getting the tropical flavor out
Like
of it.
half a pina colada or
Yep,
something.
Yep, exactly.
I don't mind it. I think let's rate them real fast.
Okay.
For me, peach was number 1.
I'm gonna go pineapple, number 1.
I'm gonna go half and half. Number 1.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The original was my least favorite.
Wow.
Like I don't think I could drink another 2 ounces.
Bomb Pop was damn close. To
That was
number
good,
one,
yeah.
though.
So number 2, I'm gonna go peach.
2 is Bomb Pop.
See, for me, the Bomb Pop was good, but there was no. It kind of covered up the tea.
Yes.
Like this one, it's
You
a
still
tea
get the
with
tea.
pineapple,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is nice because the plain with nothing in it, that was just so sweet. I don't even like that one. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I almost have to mute that original flavor.
Southerners and sweet tea, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think if I would finish it off, I'd go pineapple, peach, bomb pot, half and half, original.
Half and half Bomb Pop original pineapple, peach.
Wow.
I'm just glad we have choices.
Right?
Right? All right. So I got a little bit more for us on these guys. They had a really cool recipe section on their website to, like, if you're going to make something
Oh.
with their beers. So they're
That's
like
cool.
beer. So they had hard cider donuts.
Oh, I love apple donuts.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
They had hot spiced cider.
Okay.
So probably like, I don't know, in the fall, you'd probably make that. Stout brownies and beer hush puppies. Those were some of the things that they had.
Stout brownies.
The hush puppies, though, man. I could go.
yeah.
I could eat a lot of hush puppies.
You know, back in the day, this was in college, when we were super poor, you could buy 12 hush puppies for $1
What?
at Long John Silver's. They would sell you 12 for $1.
Damn.
That's not bad.
Yep.
That'd be good the next day.
That's a lot of bread, man. It fills you up.
Soak you up too.
Yep.
All right. I see you open this.
I open the
We're gonna-
Bojangles.
We're going to segue into some Bojangles information.
Mr.
Ooh.
Bojangles?
No.
Oh.
This concoction, this drink we're making here, took them 14 months. You okay?
Whoa, that was a
I
reaction.
wish we had video of
Wow.
Well, you like almost fell out of your chair.
that.
Wow.
You backpedaled like you were swimming.
Yes, yes.
Your tongue stuck out like a Muppet.
like a
It was weird.
like a lizard.
What's
What
going
happened
on
there?
Wait, I gotta try it.
Try
first.
it. Here, just pour.
Well, I got to finish my pineapple,
All
but
right,
then I
here you
will.
go.
Save
Okay.
me some for sure. Okay.
Wow.
No carbonation.
This has no carbonation.
Yeah,
it does
zero.
not. It has none.
No carb.
No.
You know how many locations they have? Bojangles?
Bojangles. I wrote it down. Some 40.
786.
Some 40.
That's how many they have inside Love's Travel Shops.
Oh, at the gas stations?
The gas stations, yes. How many? What?
786 locations.
Holy smokes.
You can buy this at none of them.
They don't have a liquor license.
Correct.
Yeah.
They don't have it. You're not getting it there.
No. You buy it at Love's.
They did write, their fry seasoning is the perfect pairing for this tea,
Okay.
which I've never had their food, so I can't tell you.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I've never had their
Yeah.
food either.
No.
I've seen them, and I've heard of them.
I've probably seen them.
My sister lived in North Carolina for a hot minute. When
Okay.
She was out of pharmacy school, and she was working there. And this was her, like, go-to place. She was a Raising Cane's fan. That's
Yeah.
her.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
her jam.
Yeah,
That's like her favorite thing.
That's my boy, man.
She'd go here and get the same thing. It was like half price. Bojangles,
Really?
Yes. And it was just
Wow.
down there, especially in North Carolina. It's like religion.
Yeah.
It's like Popeyes on steroids. Like this is where you go to get the real deal. So I just did some Bojangles facts because sounds like we've never been there.
No.
Hopefully we'll get to go there sometime. I'm going out to North Carolina in about a month. So
There you go.
Maybe I'll
Oh.
get some then.
You guys should, yeah.
So here we go. The first one, and you'll like this story.
Okay.
This will be entrepreneur riches. You'll be like, oh, I like these doodads.
Nice.
All right, first guy, Jack Folk and Richard Thomas.
Okay.
They're the names. They started the first one in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1977.
Wow.
Currently, they're in 12 states and Honduras.
Well, that's random.
Very random.
Okay.
They do this, let's see, what is it called? If you go to the iTunes App Store or whatever
Okay.
it is, the iOS, they have their own emoji set that you can get. Bojangles. It's
Bojangles
like
touch.
chicken and tea
Oh,
and
man.
biscuits and all that sort of stuff.
I love crossover like that.
So they have that. You can go there and download it. Jack Folk, one of the two guys, used to be a Hardee's franchise owner, right?
Okay.
But he got in trouble because he kept tinkering with recipes and trying to add things, and they're like, hey, no, you do what we tell you.
Yeah.
And finally he was like, nah, I don't think so.
No.
I'm going. So he left
Okay.
and meets up with Richard Thomas. And Richard Thomas, you know what he used to do? He used to run a KFC.
Well.
Okay.
All right.
So I read this story and I couldn't believe it. He wanted to open a KFC, I think it was in Ohio.
Okay.
And they're like, KFC was like, nah, we already got enough locations in Ohio. No, pass. And he decided he's not taking no for an answer. So what's he do? He drives to Colonel Sanders' house
Oh.
and parks outside.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, he's just like going up to the house. And he starts picking dandelions out of the yard. He's just like pulling weeds and stuff.
Okay. Out of
Just
Colonel
killing-
Sanders.
Yeah, just killing time in the morning.
Okay.
Colonel Sanders comes out and he's like, who are you? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
He's like, I drove all night. I want to do this.
Right.
I'm here. And the guy's like, all right, you can do
Dang.
it. So he gets a franchise, like thumbs up from the colonel himself,
No kidding.
just for doing a little yard work at the place.
Well, if you want it, go get it.
I guess you got to do that.
Yeah.
So this Bojangles chain, they are kind of like pride themselves in being really clean.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of, like, especially in Iowa, I think there's a truck stop. You'll see a lot of signs sometimes, Missouri. It says, like, this bathroom is mom approved.
Yes.
At the gas station,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they were like that for the restaurant version.
Okay.
So they send a bunch of their corporate people will just come unannounced, just show up at your restaurant.
No kidding.
And just like walk through it and be like, this better be good. This
All of a
better
sudden,
be
the
clean.
CFO shows up at your place or whatever.
And that could happen no matter what. Just drop of the hat, they might just show up.
Nice.
If they show up and it's great, they just hand out cash. Here you go.
Wow.
Here you go. Prizes,
Really?
cash, whatever.
That's cool.
Every year, they have a biscuit maker competition.
Ha.
So you can be the master biscuit maker for Bojangles.
Sweet.
It's like a round robin tournament, and you get, I guess, the recognition, and
Sure.
they kind of do like some local commercials, and you're like on the billboard or whatever. It
Like
says
you're the-
like the face of the place, right?
Master biscuit maker. Yeah.
And that's like their biggest selling item. They have them all day long.
That's hard to say really fast. Master biscuit maker.
Master biscuit maker. Yes.
My cat's a master biscuit maker.
Biscuits.
She's always making biscuits, man.
The rubbin.
Maybe you can get her a job.
Yeah.
Their chicken is spicy. That's how it is. That's how it was.
That's how it comes.
That's how it came until 1986. So almost 9 years later.
Okay.
They're like, all right, let's give them some mild. Just some of these wimps out here that can't handle it. Otherwise, it was spicy Cajun. That was
Nice.
the original flavor.
Yeah.
And that's still the OG today.
Okay.
What was the last thing I was going to write down? Oh, remember the Super Bowl where the Carolina Panthers were in?
Yes.
2016?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Bojangles employees got a shit ton of their tea
Okay.
and drove it to the Super Bowl so the team could have it.
No
What?
kidding.
Yep. Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Here's the states that have a Bojangles.
Okay.
And you're going to kind of recognize it from the tree one we were talking about earlier.
Oh, very similar. Yes.
So the states they have these in is Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and D.C.
yeah.
So that's
Nice.
pretty close swath of the same tree
Absolutely.
ecosystem. The last thing I was going to say about the biscuit thing, the reason it's kind of a big deal, there's 48 individual steps into making their biscuits.
No kidding.
And the winner gets $2,500.
Woo.
That's the cash prize.
So you want to be that person,
Sure.
right? You
Plus,
want
it's
to.
more just the fame of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I know at Pizza Hut, they have a thing where like they do the fastest box folder competition, or maybe it's Domino's.
I think it's
like that.
Domino's.
Yeah.
So they do that sort of thing. It's kind of like
They also
having
do
some pride in there.
The fastest pizza cutter.
Oh, they're chopping it.
Like how
Yeah.
fast can you? No,
Yeah.
it's a roller pizza cutter.
Oh,
Pizza
it's
cutter.
not it's not like the machete looking
No.
thing.
No,
Oh.
it's like
Man, I
It's
used to
an
be good
art.
at that too.
yeah.
I cut a lot of pizzas in my day.
You got to try this because maybe.
All right.
Look, I'm not from the South, right? I grew up in the Midwest. I've lived in the Midwest.
Oh, we don't have to sugarcoat it because it's already sugar coated.
If this is how sweet tea tastes, they probably hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
But I guess it is not for me, though. It is just not for me.
It's legendary. It says it right on the can.
Legendary.
I mean, I guess if you
It's-
say
the smell is tea.
it's tea.
To me,
Right.
it smells like tea,
non-carbonated. It's
And it-
exactly what it says
and
it
it's
is.
steeped, which
Yeah.
means you have to like get it at like a hot temperature, right, to get
Yep.
the essence of the tea out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a sun tea person, especially in
Oh,
the
yeah.
summertime. Like I have a super big old ball glass jar I got it from my grandma. Probably every third day, I'm filling up a gallon and
You put it out.
making it. Yep.
Yeah, you
bake
put
it
it
in the
out.
sun.
That was one of my jobs as a kid. We had a little stump in the yard, and you'd
the
have
sun
to
tea stump?
fill it up, put the 3 tea bags in, close the lid, put it on the stump. When it looked brown enough, you went out, brought it inside, took tea bags out, put it in the fridge.
My stepmom always made it.
Lipton?
It was good,
Louisiane? What's the brand you're using?
We were Lipton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
I have no idea.
You know, Louisiane was specially brewed for iced tea.
For iced tea.
That's what they said.
That's what they say. So the ingredients on this, on the Bojangles: filtered water, cold fermented cane sugar, liquid cane sugar, black tea, malted rice. What do you think?
Tastes like sugar water.
I gotta try it again.
Here's the deal.
Tastes like sugar water.
So I want to save a little bit of this because Trisha Novak is in our office this week. Okay?
Yeah.
She's our new clinical liaison. She was a traveler for I don't even know how long, for a million years. She's been a nurse for just as long. We went to lunch yesterday, and she tried to order a sweet tea.
And they're like, no.
Well, you're not in the South, so
That's right.
I want to see what her take is on this.
On that.
Yeah. In the meantime,
good
I
idea.
need to clean my palate. What's left of the twisted teas? Is
Which
there
one do you want?
I don't care.
The half and half was your favorite?
Yeah. There we
You
go.
didn't want the pineapple. So I would say this tastes like a tea. You know what I mean? Like, I don't taste any alcohol,
It's
which
the
is a
most
plus.
tea-ish of all of them.
Yes. But it's probably a regional tea flavor that we're not used to.
Yep.
Now, if you were a kid and you grew up on this sort of tea, this would probably be your jam.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Jam.
Jam.
Segue.
Yes.
Double bonus.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you,
Oh,
I
yes.
got a couple fun facts about Bojangles if you
All right.
want while you're getting
Yeah.
the double bonus out here.
Yeah.
So Bojangles was once known as Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. Look at that. Arnold
it's a real
Palmer
Arnold Palmer.
Spike. So this is, he makes money off this then.
Yes.
Right.
Now, do you see the spiked as a golf tee?
Look at that.
And it's
And
it
it's
says
half and
Arizona.
half. It's an Arizona tea. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
So there we go.
All right.
So you'll never know what you can find.
We said it was the tea episode.
I almost brought the Mike's makes a half and half.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mike's Hard Tea.
Mike's Hard Lemonade with tea.
Oh, is that what they
they're
call it?
they're
Yeah.
lemonade first, right?
Yeah.
My wife still calls those. What were the things? She'll pop it out every once in a while. The like original malted kind of beverage.
Oh, yeah. I think we had a caller on this one time, didn't we?
Yeah, like Rude Dog or not Rude Dog, like
Road Dog.
Black Dog or God, I can't
Oh,
remember.
I remember. I think we called her on this and we
Yes.
asked her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we did on
We
one of
did.
the episodes.
Yeah.
We called
Oh,
her.
I
Yeah.
can't remember, but that was a long time ago.
In December of 2019, Bojangles and Love's travel shops and country stores. So if you've ever driven through the Midwest,
Dude, the Loves are great.
you've gone
I
to
love
Love's.
them. Yeah.
I was actually employed by Love's.
Really?
You were?
In college. Yeah, I worked
Wow.
the overnight at the Love's country store.
Wow.
Yep.
Overnight. I bet you saw some shit.
I saw some crazy stuff.
Guaranteed.
One time, Barry Switzer drove up in his Cadillac going to, and so this would have been like early '90s, right? So he was then recruiting for Oklahoma, and he was driving up north into Nebraska to recruit.
Stealing our players.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
And he stopped at the Love's at probably 2:00 in the morning and got some Diet Cokes and some like a pack of donuts. I'll never forget.
At least
No.
it wasn't like a 6-pack of beer.
He had some roadies on the way.
Budweiser heavies.
Yeah. So they came to an agreement to add 40 Bojangles locations to Love's travel shops in Illinois, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, and all new states for Bojangles
Yeah, those aren't
over the following 10
on
years.
my list.
Yeah. So
Wow.
over the next 10 years, you're going to see them pop up in Illinois, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Mississippi.
There's one in the which North Carolina airport did I go to?
Charlotte?
No, I think I was in Raleigh-Durham Airport.
Hmm.
Where's Wake Forest at? Where's that college? It's Winchester.
Raleigh-Durham.
Raleigh-Durham.
Yep.
Okay.
Area, that's close.
There's a town or like a suburb town. What starts with a W? It's like Win something.
Dunno.
Anyways, in the airport, there's Bojangles. Yeah.
Go there next time if you're there.
Sweeter, but less. Interesting.
Sweeter. This one's sweeter.
Yeah.
The Arnold
The
Palmer.
lemonade part is nice.
It is nice.
It finishes lemony.
I have a hard time saying Arnold Palmer
Arnold Palmer.
back to back.
It is very. I'll tell you, it is very Arizona tea though. Like
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Uh-huh.
So
That might be my favorite.
Right?
Oh, buddy.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I bought that. That's a big can. What, 24 ounce?
that's
Yeah.
that's a monster.
I think it was like $3. So
Let's see. My last little fun fact about the Bojangles. They introduced the hard sweet tea just this year. It was just in 2023. So this is brand new.
Yeah.
This is not anything that's been around for a while.
I mean, we've had some rare things here. Mm-hmm. This has got to be up there because this isn't something that I'm guessing they probably didn't make a ton of this stuff.
No, and distribution for this is only in the Carolinas. That's it. You can only buy the hard tea in the Carolinas.
I wonder where you get it. At the brewery?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I didn't see anything on the website other than it said they made it.
On the Wikipedia page, there's a photo of it like merchandised out at a gas station maybe or somewhere, like with all of them stacked up.
Okay.
I mean, clearly merchandised out. So, no, a friend of Mike Combs actually sent this. And
Nice.
he sent a whole big box full of stuff. At one, because he knows we do a beer podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
And two, he knows that Mike likes beer too. So,
Well, yeah.
and I snagged this one instantly.
You're like, Mike, what's that over there?
Yeah.
Yoink.
I actually think I did that exact thing.
Nice.
That's funny.
Okay, before we get to TripAdvisor and Untapped, because there is both on these,
Oh, I bet.
which is interesting. Let's rank them. So, Twisted Tea, Arnold Palmer Spiked, Bojangles. Where do we just in general?
In general, Arnold
Man.
Palmer Spiked for me is number one out of those.
Yep.
Now, there's
Same.
other ones I liked better, but if I had to drink another one of these again on purpose, I would pick this one first.
Here's the thing, though. I think you're right.
Wow.
He thinks I'm right.
I think you're right.
I disagree. I would take the Twisted Tea over.
Over the Arnold
Just the
Palmer?
umbrella of Twisted
Yes.
Tea.
Man, I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me. I cannot
Arnold
say
Palmer.
Arnold Palmer.
Here's what would be nice, though.
Probably not all the Twisted Teas you've had.
That's exactly right. The Arnold Palmer Spiked over ice with like a little club sandwich or something.
Yeah.
God, that's a perfect lunch right
You know
there.
what would be good in this? A little sprig of mint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could see
Pop
that.
it. Yum.
just like that.
I should have brought some. I have some at home.
All right, TripAdvisor. I did a random Bojangles. I
Okay.
just looked it up and I got a random one. And boy, is it a doozy.
Oh, boy.
This guy is mad. And I'll
He's
show
big,
you.
Big mad.
It's all caps.
Uh-oh.
I caught
Oh
it.
wow,
Hey,
it is. Yeah, he's yelling.
He is yelling, Edward 6962 UA,
69.
I guess.
God damn it, Edward.
Oh, wait. It's Edward BS. I'm not making this up. Edward BS, 6962 UA.
He's hanging out with the nuthatch and the.
The brown creeper and the
Yeah.
cocked woodpecker.
The title was Greasy Chicken.
Okay.
He's yelling, okay? This is like a Truth Social post right here, right?
Oh, boy.
He is yelling. Trust me, that will be our last time going there. If other people are telling you it is great chicken, it is the employees doing those reviews. This is not the only problems this store has. I be damned I pay that kind of money for crappy service and crappy food. P.S. I wish I took photos. I don't know you can use them. Next time I will.
But he's not going back.
But he's not going back. So
I'll never go back there. Next time I'll go
next
take
time I'll,
pictures.
yeah. Look, next time I'm hammered and
I need chicken.
And I need chicken.
Man, what did they do?
I don't know.
I wonder if it's like, because like Missouri, I think we
wasn't-
have one now in Nebraska, Church's Chicken.
Yeah,
They have it in Louisiana.
We do?
Yes.
Yeah, they just opened.
We do. 168th and
North,
Maple.
right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I know we just opened a Dave's Hot Chicken
Ooh, where's that?
off Saddle Creek over by the there's the Walmart, there's the Rice Bowl
Oh, yeah, off Saddle Creek.
off Saddle Creek.
Yeah.
It's right next to there. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I guess we got chicken choices.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Untapped. We'll do the Bojangles first because it didn't have as many
I was
check-ins.
going to say, it was probably pretty small.
Yeah, did not have as many check-ins. 1,200 check-ins so far. But for something that was just released this year,
That's not bad.
1,200,
Yeah.
that's not bad at all. 1,200 check-ins, where do we land on Bojangles Sweet Hard Tea?
People went there on purpose to buy this. 3.88.
3-3.
2.97.
Ooh.
So-
What?
Which leads me to believe
What?
there's something not quite on about it. I don't know.
It took.
I'm not a sweet tea fan.
And I've never had
come up with it.
sweet tea at Bojangles either.
Right. I've never had real sweet tea like that too.
Right.
I'm a Yankee. I'm a Northerner.
I mean, they say McDonald's has sweet tea.
Well,
I like McDonald's sweet tea, but I always.
They just dump a bunch of sugar in it.
Can't they make?
Actually, I
can
do
you get
like
that here?
I don't know.
I thought I was gonna. I thought I just get it. What do you call it? Light ice. That's all I do. Sweet tea, light ice.
Light ice. Twisted tea. So I just went with the original.
The OG, yes.
The original Twisted tea. 26,300 check-ins.
One of mine might be in there.
I believe
I think
you
I checked
had
it
it in
once.
there. Yeah.
It was in a truck in Kansas. That's where I had it.
Oddly specific,
No,
but
I was
okay.
on the way to Lake Wakanda.
Okay. 26,300 check-ins. Where do we land on the just original?
And Bojangles was in the twos?
Yes.
Okay, 1.99.
Dang. I'm gonna go 327.
318.
Ooh.
Look, you know what you're going. You know what you're going for.
I would
telling you.
butt chug the Bojangles before I drink another Twisted Tea.
I
regular.
know. Oh man. I know too many people who like twisted teas.
All right.
I just like. Dude, working with my uncle in travel construction was tough. We only had Reds, apple ale, and twisted teas.
Wow.
Yeah.
You go half and half on those, though. Maybe get a little apple tea
Yeah,
flavor.
that might be all right.
It sounds like something I would do, but I never did.
On the fly, I looked up Arnold Palmer Spiked half and half.
Yeah.
All right. 11,600 check-ins.
And is it Arizona? Who makes it? Does it say?
Arizona.
It's a
Okay.
authentic Arizona in partnership.
Oddly enough, Brian, you have checked this in once in September of 2018.
Wow.
And my good friend Marty Cordero checked this in one time.
Hell yeah.
At Target.
Target?
2020.
I don't think you can drink at Target.
He's just walking around Target shopping.
Marty.
It's an Arizona tea. What are you going to do? 11,600 check-ins.
Wow.
Wait,
I don't remember
Can I
having this
guess
in my
what
life.
Brian checked it in as?
You can. It's
my
actually
God.
very close to the actual check-in.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go 322.
Knowing me, it's 375.
You checked in at 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Is slightly lower than that at 3.41.
Did I say anything about where I was, or
Let's look and
because I don't remember having this in my
see.
life?
You're
No,
probably...
it was 2018. Let's see, view
probably
details.
your
It does
nightcap.
not say where you
Okay.
checked this in.
This is probably your nightcap.
Maybe.
Yeah, it does not say. So, well, I
I
promise.
didn't even know I was going to drink this much tea, dude. I'm going to be awake for like 4 days.
Right, this is so much caffeine on top of the coffee I had already.
Yeah.
I look, I got...
You got an energy drink there.
Well, it's sparkling water with caffeine.
Oh, perfect.
I've got meetings this afternoon. I'm going to tear things up. All that caffeine, holy smokes! I don't even. Well, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. There you go.
There we are.
Okay, we got some beers coming up. Brian actually asked in our little group chat. You know what's coming up? What's back in the beer fridge?
Yeah.
I'll give you a sneak preview. Friend of the show, fellow beer nerd.
Yes.
And our rep at Bullhorn,
Oh,
Allison,
okay.
hooked me up with a ton of East Coast beers. So
Nice.
and they're all IPAs.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love
some are
this job.
double IPAs. they're from breweries that we only hear about.
Oh, whispered
Yes,
in the winds.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't
It's like,
get 'em.
that one. Can you get that?
So we're far away from mainstream May, is what you're telling me.
We can't be any further.
I can't wait.
Nice.
So that's coming up here, and then I can feel it. I can feel
Uh-oh.
it.
Can you?
Felt the iced tea
I can
episode.
feel it in my bones.
Yeah?
Oktoberfest is coming.
Oh my God.
It's close, right?
Probably.
I mean, early August, we start seeing
Yeah,
Sam Adams
that's
Oktoberfest
true.
on the shelves. So
That's
it's
true.
coming.
Wow. Time to get the lederhosen out.
Oh, I can't wait.
Lederhosen.
So until then, we're not going anywhere for a while.
Let's get some insulin. God. Whew.
Thank you for listening to A Beer with Atlas. Special thanks to our brand team for producing the show. Each episode of A Beer with Atlas is powered by Atlas MedStaff, an industry leader in travel healthcare staffing.